Today's message is the Black Church Revival. The subject of today's message is the Black Church Revival. And this message is specially dedicated to the AME Zion Board of Bishops, the AME Zion Church Board of Bishops. To be more specific, don't want to make sure I miss any of you. Let me read off your names. Daryl B. Starn Sr., W. Darren Moore, especially, George D. Crenshaw, Hilliard Dogby, Uduak Ifeong, Brian R. Thompson Sr., Eric Leak, Darren H. Mitchell, Anthony Witherspoon, Melanie Rogers Miller, Dwayne Walker, especially as we are in Alabama here, Birmingham, Bernard J. Ngunza, and Seth O. Larty. Forgive me if I mispronounced any of your names. I bring you greetings from the Moore family. The Moore family, Bishop J.J. Moore, the 15th consecrated bishop of the AME Zion Church. I am Hashem Jabbar, custodian of the Bishop J.J. Moore, Reverend J.J. Moore Zion Family Library. I am honored and thankful to have an opportunity to share this message with you, despite the fact that I was very comfortable at home, very comfortable minding my own business, but the Holy Spirit of the Lord has bothered me, disturbed my peace, and brought me out into the public to deliver a message to the AME Zion Board of Bishops, a message specifically to you during this season of Lent. Today again is March 1st, 2026, and we have seen the beginning of World War III as President Donald Trump has made war with Iran, and Iran is no lightweight country to make war with. We are witnessing the beginning of World War III in this season of Lent, also in this holy month of Ramadan for Muslims. Hello and blessings to the AME Zion Church members. It is an honor for me to have an opportunity to share this humble message as I ask you some questions in this season of Lent to the Board of Bishops. This AME Zion Church is known as the Freedom Church. Is that right? The Freedom Church. And what is freedom? The AME Zion Church is known as the Church of Frederick Douglass, Sojourner Truth, Paul Robeson, and many other righteous individuals that are known as freedom fighters for the cause of liberty and justice. But I ask you this question today: is it still the Freedom Church, or is this just a saying that rolls off our tongues easily? Is it still the Freedom Church? Are we still working in the direction of freedom, or are we comfortable in the company of white folks? Are we comfortable being Methodist and practicing a method given to us by Europeans? Or are we comfortable as Episcopalians practicing a Episcopalian way of sermons and delivery? Is this still the Freedom Church, or is that just a good sound as it rolls off our tongues? What are our actions today that show forth that we are still desirous and in need of freedom? I ask this AME Zion Church Board of Bishops. Let me lift up Luke 4:18. The Spirit is upon me because he has appointed me to preach. The Spirit of the Lord is upon me as he has appointed me to preach. Preach what? preach to who and why would I want to preach or be sent to preach? AME Zion Church Board of Bishops, do you honor your mothers and fathers? I ask AME Zion Board of Bishops, do you honor your mothers and fathers, those that sacrificed and suffered under the harsh penalty, life, and transgressions of the Caucasian race here in America? The church was founded because those of Methodist Episcopalians were not righteous and just and would not allow our forefathers and foremothers to preach at the front door. They had to go to the back door. They had to go to the side door, and they could not preach or give communion or give certain rites as all others were given. Are we comfortable now that we have certain rights or so-called rights, even though those that are called African American or Black American, they suffer from beginning to end and are considered last class in all of America, who place first in all the things that are considered bad and last in all the things that are considered good? They are first place in divorces, first place in HIV and AIDS, first place in poverty, first place in all things that are low and wicked and evil, first place in divorce, and last place in all things that are high and lifted up. First place. Are we first place in economics? Are we first place in societal success? Are we first place in receiving justice? Are we first place in having our own businesses? Are we first place in hiring our own? Are we first place in employment? Or are we last place in employment? We're here in this great city of Birmingham, Alabama, a city of much historical relevance and tradition for the African American people. This great city where they turned on the fire hose to our people, who these sick dogs on our people. That was then, and this is now 2026. How much different is it? Are we being sick dogs on, or do they do it through different means and ways? Do they sick the fire hose on us, or do they do it in different means and ways? The Black church is largely empty across the country. The Black church, regardless of denomination, is barely surviving, is filled with old women and old men and a few children and grandchildren that the old men and old women bring with them. When I went to the historic John Wesley National Church in Washington, D.C. under Reverend Zacharias, it reminded me of a nursing home, respectfully. It reminded me of a nursing home because I saw so many air tanks, oxygen tanks, that it looked like an oxygen tank repair place. We love our elders and respect our elders, but where are the youth? But where are the men, the manly men, not the men that are hand clapping with their hands on their hips, looking sassy and sissy, not the men that are two snaps and a twist, not the men that got B-cup breast sizes, who got double chins and bellies that haven't seen their penises in weeks and months until they look inside the mirror. Where are the men today? The manly men. Where are they? They're not in the church. Why not? You have the answers to this. Do we honor our mothers and fathers today, or is this just a saying that we say that this is the Freedom Church. So I honor my mothers and fathers, Reverend Dr. J.J. Moore, Bishop J.J. Moore, the 15th consecrated bishop who has been raised to sainthood. I honor my mother, my auntie, Reverend Sharon Cheeks, who is not with us physically, but is with us spiritually. I honor the AME Zion Church as I ask again, where are the manly men today? As I lift up what they say in the second book of Timothy, to come to Christ as a good soldier. Come to Christ as a good soldier. So with all of these things, I say to you today, AME Zion Board of Bishops, particularly you, W. Darren Moore, particularly you, Darren Moore, Darren H. Mitchell, I'm in your territory, Alabama. The Black Church Revival started in Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Ask Dr. Roxanne Mitchell, if you don't believe me, at Jerusalem AME Zion Church, or should we say Jerusalem AME Zion Temple. The Black Church Revival started in Tuscaloosa, Alabama. As I honor my mothers and fathers, as we find in the book of Exodus, Reverend Dr. J.J. Moore, the 15th consecrated bishop of the AME Zion Church, I look forward, Board of AME Zion Church Board of Bishops, of talking with you soon and very soon, as you'll be hearing more from me.